In just a few short months, all of us citizens over the age of 18 will be called to serve our duty to elect the President of the United States. This is a very important decision that we are tasked with, and if we choose the wrong candidate, then our country can end up in a disaster. Today, I'm here to educate you on the Republican nominee, Donald Trump. To my surprise, Donald Trump is still in the running to be president, and this is just astonishing to me. I don't understand how people can vote for him after hearing the things he says and seeing and knowing his background. The only possible reason for this is that people must not be hearing the truth about Trump, so that is why I'm here today. I'm going to tell you the truth about Trump and nothing but true facts and statements. The first reason you should think twice before voting for Trump is because he is publicly racist and childish. Trump has released several statements via social media or speeches that are blatantly racist. This tweet says that my first act as president will be to deport all immigrants except for my wife, PA, accountant, gardener, cook, maid, and all my investors. This shows he doesn't care about any other immigrants except for those that are close to him, which is blatantly racist. He has also been sued for not allowing blacks to work in his casinos and moving them to the back casino on request of players. He has failed to disavow several endorsements from the KKK leader David Duke because he says that he does not have enough information about the group. He has also condoned the beating of a Black Lives Matter protester in the wake of the shootings. Donald also often uses slurs and stereotypes. He says that Jewish people are good negotiators, and as this tweet that he sent out on Twitter, he says, "Try to buy a watch in the jewelry district in New York and tell me the Jews didn't ask for the Holocaust." This is a blatantly racist quote and because the Jews obviously did not ask for the Holocaust. He's also been stated calling blacks lazy, and he wanted the judge removed from a recent court case because of his Mexican heritage, even though the judge was an American citizen. He also once mocked a man with a disability on national TV. These are not qualities that you'd like in a president. He's also blatantly sexist, as you can see in this next video.
Trump executive Carolyn Kepcher has parlayed her newfound fame as an icon for the successful businesswoman into a book, Carolyn 101. You write in your book that you're a straight shooter.
Yeah.
But when you were pregnant,
Yes.
you write you waited 6 months until you were showing.
Maybe I wasn't a straight shooter then. I don't know.
To tell Donald Trump that you were going to have a baby.
Yeah, I was about 6 months pregnant when I told him. I thought, oh, if I tell him I'm pregnant, he's going to think, oh, this is going to be a long 9 months. So if I tell him what, 6 months, it'll be over in 3 months.
You were worried that he might feel inconvenienced.
Maybe in my mind, he might think this would perhaps be a setback, or maybe I'm going to have to bring somebody in to replace her throughout her pregnancy, or when she takes a maternity leave. So, I mean, I'm human. These things certainly went into my mind.
And it turns out her instincts were right.
Well, you know, pregnancy is never, it's a wonderful thing for the woman, it's a wonderful thing for the husband. It's certainly an inconvenience for a business. And whether people want to say that or not, the fact is, it is an inconvenience for a person that is running a business.
Facing the dilemma that confronts millions of American women, Carolyn says her own choices were easy to make. In her book, she writes that juggling work and family is not a moral issue, that women should do what feels right. How much time did you take off for maternity leave?
I took off full-time 3 weeks, and then part-time after that.
You didn't feel any conflict about going back to work so soon?
It was comfortable for me. I'm not saying that's the right decision for everybody.
Do you think she felt pressure to come back after 3 weeks?
I don't think so. I think she loves her job.
She wouldn't have felt a need to do that because you might have replaced her otherwise.
No, although it's an interesting premise. Maybe she should feel that way a little bit, but the fact is that would not have happened.
Carolyn insists she has always made it a priority to put her family first. Carolyn says in her decade with Trump, she's learned some things that everyone should take to heart.
I'm very tough, and I think I need to be. If there's one thing that I've learned from Donald, it's how to make a decision, make it fast, and stick with it.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here.
In that video, Trump obviously shows bias towards a woman with pregnancy, and the woman is scared to disclose her pregnancy to Trump in fear for her job. In this tweet that Trump quotes, calling Megyn Kelly a bimbo, is also sexist. This is also an example of Trump's use of childish language, using the vocabulary losers, haters, and saying that he is smarter than everyone else, but it's not their faults. This is another example of him being slightly racist while posting a picture of himself eating a taco bowl on Cinco de Mayo to celebrate the Mexican holiday. Another reason that you should not vote for Trump is because the majority of the statements he has made are either false or lies. He says that he is an excellent businessman, but he has actually had 5 companies go bankrupt. These 5 companies are the Trump Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, the Trump Castle in Atlantic City, the Trump Plaza and Casino in Atlantic City, the Trump Plaza Hotel in Manhattan, and the Trump Entertainment Resorts. Aside from these bankrupt companies, he has also had a failure company in the category of steaks, and he also failed to start his Trump University. Another false statement that Trump has said throughout his campaign is that Obama supports ISIS. He's mixed up because Obama has actually moderately attempted to court less dangerous opponents of ISIS in the U.S.'s attempt to fight ISIS. Trump has also said that crime is rising. This is just wrong. This fact is just a flat out lie. As seen by this chart, crime is actually on a steep downfall from past years and has been decreasing for a quarter century, according to PolitiFact.com. The final statement that Trump has said that is a lie is that Florida has issued more than 3 million consent to carry permits and has only revoked 168. This number is just wrong because the actual number of permits revoked is 10,841. And although Trump said these numbers are from 10 years ago, or the past 10 years, these numbers are actually from 1987. The final reason that Trump is not fit to be president is because he is only trained in the business world and is not ready for all aspects that is needed to be president. As a CEO, he has had control over everything and anything that has to do with his company, and as president, he will not have that. He will have to delegate duties to other team members and other departments to help him run a successful country, and he has just not realized that yet. So after knowing all this information and the true reality about Trump, this should help you to keep calm and just vote with your gut. Thank you.